Oh, Glenn Armstrong in the comments, he said, "Hey, since Kawaki is near 80% Otsuki, do you think he can train to unlock a Byakugan since that's one of the traits? Not likely to happen, but do you think it would make sense if they were to add it? It would definitely make sense. Again, for example, hypothetically, if you would say that there's something or an ability that made Kawaki, let's say specifically him, take out the Karma Seal. If there was something completely different that made Kawaki 80% Uchiha, it would make sense that hypothetically Kawaki would then be able to gain a Sharingan later on if he was legitimately 80% Uchiha. Now, again, this right here is just all hypothetical. And again, in the future, Kawaki is most likely going to get another Karma Seal. So hypothetically, can Kawaki become 100% Otsutsuki? And keeping on the same example, if hypothetically he did become 100% Uchiha, I personally would 100% expect him to somehow unlock a Sharingan later on down the line. Now, because it is an Otsutsuki, because this is the Karma Seal Otsutsuki, the Byakugan isn't necessarily the only dojutsu that's synonymous with the Otsutsuki clan. Of course, the Byakugan is the main one. Damn near all the Otsutsuki members have Byakugans. Matter of fact, all of the Otsutsuki members have a Byakugan. The only lone exception would probably be either the half Otsutskis or Tonetti when he had absolutely no eyes, but at first he did start off with a Byakugan. So if he does, or even at 80%, I definitely do believe that there's definitely a possibility of them, you feel me, getting another getting the Byakugan, even Boruto. And I think Boruto's example is much more, I'd say, important, man, because he does have the Jougan. Now, we do understand that the Jougan is essentially Otsutsuki dojutsu. Because it's an Otsutsuki dojutsu, he most likely is probably going to learn a lot more abilities, or he's probably going to have a lot more control over the Jougan once the Otsutsuki, I don't know why I called it I was going to call it the Otsutsuki Karma Seal. Just the Karma Seal period expands more. Even at 80%, I believe if Boruto hypothetically activates his Jougan, he's going to have a lot more control over his Jougan right now than he did when he was 0% Otsutsuki. Again, I personally believe that right there is definitely a good theory. I'll probably even make a video about that. That right there is absolutely elite. But next one, what's your prediction for the next chapter? I'm going to make a video about that. The next chapter is probably going to be absolutely amazing. We've all been talking about the Boruto manga for a very long time. Potentially, like, it felt a little bit slow when Kishimoto actually took over the chapter or the manga. But these past couple of chapters, or just the last chapter, it's looking really good. If you guys don't necessarily know, I don't necessarily want to spoil too much, but of course there's going to be a big battle in the next actual chapter. That battle right there is essentially going to be my personal opinion on the same entertainment level as what the previous writer Kodachi was actually writing. Again, we pretty much seen everything that Kodachi wrote in the anime. Ishiki Otsutsuki versus Naruto and Sasuke, Jigen versus Naruto and Sasuke, Kashin Koji versus Ishiki Otsutsuki. Entertainment wise, I believe the next chapter is probably going to be on that same exact level. There's just too much big names going to be fighting, so I'm super happy about that. Glenn Armstrong said, "Man, if he got Ishiki's dojutsu, oh man, that's a dangerous game." Nah, that is absolutely a dangerous game, and even more so because he's actually getting, you feel me, as we know, Ishiki Otsutsuki's Karma Seal. He's essentially becoming Ishiki Otsutsuki. The one thing that I would say that could possibly be on the contrary to that is the fact that Jigen himself didn't actually have any dojutsus. In fact, now his pupils were extremely big, which I found was absolutely weird. I'm pretty sure I made a video about Jigen's pupils and what it could possibly be, but regardless, that right there makes me believe that it's not necessarily a guarantee. If it is on a certain level where, you feel me, it's possible, I believe that Kawaki and Boruto would have to actively do something to try to unlock an actual dojutsu. For example, if you guys do recall, or I'm pretty sure you guys all know because everybody here is Naruto fans, but originally Uchihas and Hyugas have to go through specific training to actually unlock their dojutsus. Uchihas, they're a little bit different, mainly because they actually unlock their dojutsus through actual pain, things of that nature, but they actually have to, activate. They actually do have to do things to actually unlock their dojutsu. So it would be possible, hypothetically, because Jigen was being controlled by Ishiki Otsutsuki kind of may have actually made sure that Jigen himself didn't necessarily unlock a dojutsu. It would probably be a little bit complicated, mainly because obviously that's not necessarily the vessel that he did want to actually reborn into. I don't know. But again, it's definitely possible in my personal opinion. Of course, one of the things that I definitely do want to point out is that Boruto in the future, along with Kawaki, they both have the Karma Seal. Boruto has the edge because he does have the Jougan, and of course, Kawaki would need something else to potentially make him equal to Boruto. If it did come out that Kawaki did somehow unlock a dojutsu that actually matched Boruto, and now they're completely equal, it would not surprise me at all. Not at all.